Do you want to do Kagerou?
Why not?
Sure.
Do we want to do Kagerou? I think
Give
so.
Mr. Boring some stuff.
Chapter 5. The Candy Apple. Oh yeah, we're going to the fair! I'm super excited for this.
Fair.
You know, I'm legit...
This is the only date, right?
This is the only technical date, yes.
Yeah.
I want to say dibs on if any carny comes up.
And,
Here, hold these candy apples for me.
and on Sunday, the day that we promised to meet... Oh god, who's my mom?
Oh, right, Bobby's gone.
Have a nice day!
I have two moms! When did I get the second one? Where'd she come from?
Why do you think your mom and dad aren't together in the first place?
Where did she come from? Where did she go? Okay. My mother saw me off at the entrance, which was unusual for her.
Go Elk. I'm leaving it for you.
Since you're so dressed up like that, be careful not to come home too late.
Okay, goodbye then. She thinks I'm gonna go someplace with a whore, which is not true.
Not inaccurate.
It's not true. No.
But it's not inaccurate.
He's still a virgin.
Exactly.
And he's in training.
I'm not quite a whore yet.
I left my house and walked towards Yoshiwara down the main street in the marketplace. I was taken aback to see my mother notice that I was dressed better than usual. Today was the day of the fair that we agreed to go to. Kagerou-san. Was I looking forward to this? Was I looking forward to what lies ahead and to spending time with that boy? My mother would have never imagined that I was going to see a man from Yoshiwara. But for Kagerou-san, such a parental concern is but an old, distant memory. That's why he has such strong feelings for his family, and Kagerou-san, who took care of him. While thinking this, I arrived at Inari's shrine, the place where we were to meet. As I looked for him,
Kana-san.
I found Kagerou-san under the red torii gate at the entrance. I'm sorry, were you waiting for me?
Like I'm going to waste my time for you. my physical waste.
It's physical.
Not,
you know,
not time that's being wasted.
I can't get over that one. That one's pretty good.
Waste.
I just got here.
I ran towards Kagerou-san, who was pursing his lips. When I did, I saw something around Kagerou-san's feet. Was it a line from his studies? Numbers and what looked like foreign characters were drawn into the dirt, so I guess he had been here a little bit longer than he said. What is this?
It's nothing.
Kagerou-san used his feet to quickly erase the characters on the ground. Could it be that you were... Was he waiting for me for a while?
Don't be nosy. I was just remembering a little of what I learned from my teacher yesterday.
Oh, okay. He should be more honest about it. When I looked at the color of the boy's cheeks, I chuckled a bit in my hand.
Well, let's go.
Oh. He held out his white hand and softly grabbed my right hand.
Kana-san?
The boy's eyes looked at me with concern.
Don't you like to hold hands?
Oh my god, this is getting cute, guys! Stop, Jesus! I was just surprised and happy. Hold his hand back. Ooh, hold his hand back.
Hold his hand back.
Hold
Yeah.
his hand
Yeah.
back.
No, not at all. Let's go. I returned the fingers that I previously pulled back, and then slowly held my hand in his hand in return.
Oh,
The soft touch of his fingers made me feel like my heart was about to explode. And so, it came to be that I walked hand in hand with Kagerou-san for the first time. I thought about it too much, though I thought that I held his hand again and again after my fingers slipped from his.
which stall should we go to first? Fairs in Yoshiwara are for the pleasure of customers coming to the entertainment district.
Oh my.
There are a fairly large number of stalls for shows.
That's amazing. The lively sounds of music echoed through the shrine grounds. Shrine grounds! Holy shit!
Round grind.
We're blaming
come
the
on to the
localization
Tokiwan.
team.
Come all to the Tokiwa and Takao's awesome shrine of awesomeness booth thing.
It's like Takao and
Boom.
Tokiwa's like awesome adventure. Like
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's are amazing. Like, yeah, no.
Excellent.
Party time, Tokiwa!
And there were many rare stalls that I had never seen before. I saw gorgeously dressed men here and there. It was totally unlike the outside world. This world seemed like it was taken right out of a picture scroll. Just looking at it all, it's hard to make a decision. Then, I suddenly set my eyes on a stall selling bright red candy apples.
Well, shit.
Sorry!
I called it, so there you go.
Do you want it, or do you want me to take it?
I think Tyler should take it because he called it.
I think I should.
Alright.
I
Own it-
called
own
Eddie
it, man.
Carney's. Hey there, miss. How would you like one?
I looked at Kagerou-san's profile as he stood next to me.
Do you like candy apples?
It's very fair-like, and they're cute.
Yes, they are. Miss, can you give me a red one?
All right, just one.
Kagerou-san received the candy apple from the female stall keeper and handed it to me.
Here you go, Kana-san.
You're being nice! For me? But won't you have one, Kagerou-san?
That one is mine. You're just holding it for me.
Moment ruined!
Oh.
I'm okay. I'm not very good with sweets.
Thank you. I tried to eat the bright red candy apple, but he stared at me with his big eyes and made me feel embarrassed.
What happened?
Please, don't look at me so much. I looked away from him and put my mouth on its jewel-like shining surface. Okay, I was really confused what we were talking about.
We ain't talking about the apple no more.
While doing that, I could still feel Kagerou-san's eyes on my lips.
It's very red.
Huh?
Your cheeks and lips are very red. It looks like you put rouge on them.
He quietly extended his white finger and traced along my cheeks. And with the pad of his finger, he then traced my lower lip, which had just been on the candy apple a moment ago. Kagerou-san.
Your small tongue, too.
I felt that the words that he was saying didn't match the straight-backed boy. I felt a bit of heat in my cheeks and lowered my head slightly. Why don't we take a look at some other stalls? I wanted to change the mood that was hanging over us there, so I pointed to a random stall.
That's a store that sells cosmetics to the red light district.
Plan
We
foil!
dress up round two.
They have such a stall?
Yes, let's take a look.
When we looked inside the stall, there was a lot of rouge, colored powders, and hairpins. It was filled with various tools for the purpose of beautifully adorning gentlemen. What is this? It's beautiful. Interested by a shell that had an image of a bathroom flower painted on it, I picked it up.
This is Komochi Rouge. Go ahead and open the shell.
I like how he knows more about makeup than I do. After he said that, I opened the shell. Its inside was painted with an iridescent color, and it shined dimly.
If you place a wet brush to this colored part here, it'll make a beautiful crimson color.
Its color is so golden, though.
I want to buy one for you.
Is it okay?
You don't wear any makeup at all. So it would be too sad if all you had was the rouge from that candy apple.
Kagerou-san looked at my face and grinned at me. I sort of felt that he was making fun of me. But if I wear this rouge, might this cynical boy offer me the slightest compliment and say I'm beautiful upon seeing me? Okay then, if you insist. I received the shell from the shopkeeper and carefully put it away in my chest pocket. So it makes more sense for her to have a chest pocket than it does for the guys.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
throwing that out there.
A bit.
Well, no, she's in Western style clothes. She's not in a kimono.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah, like she's in a shirt and then a high waisted skirt, very much like Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite in her white top. It's just
She
it's,
looks
yeah.
fancy.
Well, there are places that a lot of these man whores have learned to use, as their own pocket. I won't spoil that for anyone, but, we're trained in this kind of art form. Is that right, Tokiwa?
Tired from
You
walking
got it,
around, we sat down next to each other on the edge of the hall of worship. We looked around the shrine grounds, which were crowded with people. Yoshiwara fairs are amazing, and I had a great time together with Kagerou-san.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself quite a lot. I'm glad. It's been a while since I've walked around a fair for this long a time.
Kagerou-san also wasn't taking his usual standoffish attitude right now.
This is my first time to come here with someone after having invited them, though. I'm glad that it's you.
He said it was his first time. Those words spoken from a smiling mouth tickled my heart. If you invited them, Kagerou-san, then I think there are many people who would want to go with you.
The only people around me are gentlemen of the night. And there are no women who would want to go with an apprentice like me.
But after you debut, there will certainly be many women that will be captivated by you.
Many more.
Oh, I'm sorry,
It's fine. As a gentleman of the night, it's something that I have to prepare for someday.
Whenever they say gentleman of the night, I just think there's somebody in the background going, I'm Batman! like every time.
The gentleman of the opera is there, inside your mind.
What do you hope for in the future, Kagerou-san? Before, you said you want to continue studying, though.
I don't know. My freedom may be restricted. I want to continue. I don't want to think about the future now.
Kagerou-san pulled the pendant from the other day out of his sleeve and rolled it on his palm. When I looked at him doing this, I remembered Shion-san's offer to buy his freedom. Perhaps, for a gentleman of the night, it's best to have your freedom bought and leave Yoshiwara, is it not? This is what I've been wanting to ask him for a long time. I quietly waited for Kagerou-san's answer.
That's a little...
When I saw him biting his lower lip, did it mean that he didn't think it was a good idea? I had some doubts. Don't you want to be free? Do you not like the idea of having your freedom? Is there another way to get you out of Yoshiwara?
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Is there another way to get you out of
To get you out of,
Yoshiwara?
the bottom one,
Yeah.
I think would make
Yeah.
sense. Yep.
Is there another way to be free from Yoshiwara?
I don't think there is. My only other choice is to just wait until I pay back all my debt and have a proper retirement. Though, I guess it would be a different story if I became sick and had some physical problems.
Oh, no. So then having someone buy your freedom is the only way, isn't it?
It is. But I think there is someone more suitable for freedom than me.
Kagura.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Someone more suitable. Who is he talking about?
As long as he can't be free, I can't think about my own freedom.
Kagerou-san. He avoided mentioning the name of the person in question, but it was really fucking obvious because he has a total hard-on for him. But was this the reason why he kept refusing Shion-san's offer? I'm sorry to have asked you something strange like that.
From now on, please think about your question first before you ask me. I haven't even made my debut, so it's too early to think about having my freedom, though. If I had time to think about that, then I need to focus more on studying and training.
Yes.
Anyway, please stop talking to me about such dreamlike things. It's unpleasant for me.
If he's become this stubborn, then wouldn't it be impossible to convince him? Or rather, he might have been distressed all by himself for some time after hearing Shion-san's offer. Thinking about that suitable person. I'm sorry, Kagerou-san. Before I knew it, I put my fingers over the fist that he was making on his knee.
Kana-san, I've said too much. Today was supposed to be a fun day at the fair. Why don't we walk around to change the mood?
When we left the shrine, the sun had started to set. I thought that we opened up to each other today, but...
Hmm.
As he walked ahead of me, Kagerou-san didn't speak to me since that last conversation. While walking in a gloomy mood, Kagerou-san stopped walking.
Kagerou-san? Oh, Kagerou. I didn't expect you to be with this girl.
Kagerou-san looked at us and smiled meaningfully.
Oh, wow.
Well,
That's a weird place to end it.
Yeah, no.
It's not what you think, Kagerou-san. I only have eyes for you.
I know, right?
Hey, Tokiwa!
Yeah, Takao?
I got a great plan for our booth at the fair. Ready for this?
Ready.
Okay, what I need you to do is climb up on this seat right here. It's gonna make us a lot of money.
Okay, I'll guess so, but... Wait a second.
What?
This feels really comfortable.
Good, good. Now what the people are gonna do, they're gonna throw balls at that target. And they're gonna try
yeah.
to knock you into that thing.
Uh-huh,
Just-
right.
But I've rigged it, so there's no way you could possibly fall in.
Well, okay, I trust you, Takao.
And then
Good job, because it's the only way you'll possibly get wet around here.
Then Kana does the first shot. Okay.
Takao!
I'm just too good.
Alright then.
He's Takao. Takao. You never really know what he's gonna do next.
You know, I realized that Takao and Tokiwa are actually the bulk and skull of this whole thing.
Yes! I know! They totally are.